Our top story. Well, the BJP is not letting up on meetings Sonia is having with the Muslim clerics, accusing her of communal politics. 2 days and 2 meetings with 2 pillars of the Muslim society. On Tuesday, it was a low-profile discussion with Shahi Imam of Delhi's Jama Masjid. On Wednesday, minutes after filing her nominations from Raebareli, the Congress president was headed for a very public meeting with Ali Mia, the former Muslim Personal Law Board member.
उन्होंने ये अश्योर किया है कि आने वाले इलेक्शन में उनका जो कमिटमेंट है वो हर तरह से चाहती हैं कि सेकुलर वोट जो है वो तकसीम ना हो और वो एकजुट होकर के जो मुल्क के अंदर फिरका वाराना माहौल बना हुआ है उसके अगेंस्ट में वो सेकुलर वोट मुतहद होकर के कास्ट यानी उन्होंने ये अश्योर किया है.
Opposition BJP has been quick to slam Sonia Gandhi on what it calls the Congress's double standards and secularism. The party has also said that Sonia Gandhi's appeal is against the model code of conduct as it would create pressure on Muslims to change the way they want to vote. Interestingly, it's not only the BJP who's up in arms. Even Imam's younger brother has now spoken out against the meeting between his brother and Sonia Gandhi.
Undoubtedly, Congress has encouraged communal forces. It has supported Muslim League. It has encouraged Majlis-e-Ittihad Muslimin. It has encouraged Madani. It has encouraged even Simi type of people in northern India. And now Sonia ji going and meeting Sri Bukhari is an indication how Congress is frustrated. And they want to polarize the elections by getting such communal people into the election arena.
Let me quickly go across to our national affairs editor, Javed Ansari, who's joining us on the phone line. Sonia Gandhi is meeting with Shahi Imam, asking him that secular vote should not be split. Is seeing the BJP a fume over it? They're calling it a communal politics or the real face of secular politics of the Congress party. But what really are the feelers from the Congress? It doesn't appear that the party is on back foot on this.
Well, the Congress is obviously defending its president's decision, but the fact is that the political class should disabuse itself of the notion that religious leaders or clergymen hold any sway over how the Indian electorate will vote. Religion and politics are two different things. And besides, in Islam, there is no concept of a pope. The Shahi Imam is the last person who can issue an edict on which side people will vote. He can do it. He can issue an edict and satisfy his own, perhaps convince himself and his family, but nobody else is duty bound. And therefore, paying obeisance to clergymen, whether it's an imam or a community leader belonging to some other community, is a pure waste of time if it is done with the motive of trying to influence votes, because people make up their own minds. They're not dictated by what an imam or some other religious leader will think.
Right, but there has been precedent in the past as well, Javed. It's not the first time that there has been a meeting of this kind.
Yes, certainly there's been a precedent in the past, not just of imam or people going and seeking votes from religious leaders of other communities as well. And what I said applies to everybody, not just the Congress or the imam. Religious leaders do not have much of a say. They beyond their own immediate circle. I'm not so sure if they are in a position to dictate the political choice of Indian citizens. We've been having elections for God knows how many, for over 6 decades now, and people are wise enough and electorally educated enough to make their own choice rather than be dictated to by people who have no extra knowledge of these things.
Well, Sonia's meeting with Bukhari there, triggering off a major row. Thank you very much, Javed, for joining us with that quick update.